Hello everyone, welcome to our update. A few weeks ago, I heard how a woman slumped and died at work. I learned she was asked to stay home, but she declined. Even when her colleagues were concerned for her because they realized she was unwell, she wanted to be more helpful, which is nice, but unfortunately, she did not make it. May her soul rest in peace. But I wonder why anyone deserves to die like that, especially because I have never seen or heard where a company or organization shut down even for an hour just because they lost their staff. Psychology shows that humans are innately selfish to some degree. This is beginning to make more sense to me because the only reason why you and I would be inherently selfish is because it is intentionally instilled in us to protect us from danger and making ruinous decisions. Not everybody can be your friend regardless of their social or financial status, because making everybody your friend does not serve your best interests, as the circle you keep can influence your life to a large extent. Years ago, after I graduated from uni, I had this friend that every time I told her the kind of job I wanted, she'd be like, "Why are you so unrealistic? Why are you daydreaming?" And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter how unrealistic your dreams are. If you can keep them alive, you will get there or very close to there, depending on how far you are willing to push. Because people like Barack Obama, Nelson Mandela, and more never knew that their dreams would materialize someday. How do you keep friends with people that every time you talk to them about your career path, they be like, "Forget it, it's saturated"? Saturated by who? Ghosts? Because if it is humans, then you can do better. You can't even vent to your friends because you know it's going to be on CNN the next morning. You are literally living life on your toes because you keep friends with people that make life seem like it's a competition. You have lost value for relationships because every time you talk about your spouse, they narrow it down to men and women of these days. And you are still hanging around them because you want to feel like you belong to a certain class. Really? Someone proposed a business partnership to you. You know that they are not accountable. You know that they are manipulative. Worst of all, you don't even agree with this person, yet you consciously accepted it, knowing too well it will be a shipwreck. This is why we need this selfishness to help reset our brain. Since the last 5 years you got married, you have been complaining about your spouse's habits and it is not changing. Then change your attitude towards it, at least for the sake of your peace of mind. Because even Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You cannot change an adult. You can only accept and love them the way they are or help them towards overcoming their weaknesses. Some people are in toxic relationships with people that don't value, respect, or treat them right just because of their personal gains, and they're still working tirelessly to get into a marriage with them, knowing too well that this is a disaster waiting to happen, because whatever you see in a relationship would multiply in marriage, because marriage is reality check. That is why we need this innate selfishness to stop us from making regrettable decisions. A philosophical theory known as ethical egoism states that we are always morally required to do what is in our best interest. And that does not mean that we are selfish, but that we need to do the needful. With increase in the use of radioactive substances in our world today that has a high tendency to reduce lifespan, we need to consciously love ourselves enough to eat, drink, and exercise well to maintain healthy living. So you cannot continue to consume high cholesterol just because you enjoy fried food when you know that is not good for your health. We also need to learn to take life a day at a time, especially for we Africans that believe in generational wealth and will go to any extent to achieve it. That is why we have embezzlement and misappropriation of funds by ridiculous politicians who are only interested in stealing money and conserving it for their 40th generation, who may never understand the dynamics of wealth. My friend told me how his friend slumped and died 3 weeks ago while watching a movie with his wife with no prior medical issues. So that tells you that people are continuously under high stress these days, emanating from family, financial, and societal pressures. That is why we need to intentionally pay attention to ourselves. Finally, the scripture says that in all our gettings we should get wisdom. The Almighty has provided us with this innate selfishness to protect us from making decisions that will sabotage our happiness and peace of mind. So we should do well to pay attention to it. And hey, just in case you clicked on this video just to justify your selfishness, then I think you need to change. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Be blessed. Bye.